It's in the game.
I can't believe it. They pulled it out. What a call. What a play. What a game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 57 yards. And the 49ers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. two in. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
To a hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught at the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 69 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. Achane. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan Mason, 58 yards. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 2nd down and 8. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Mason. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Mason with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Miami. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play action. Tagovailoa. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, here's Tua. Open man downfield is Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A run straight ahead with Achane. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. And they'll give this to Achane. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Tua on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run it. Achane with it. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Achane once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jonnu Smith, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive. There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Lawrence buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 41 yards. And the Jags need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Lawrence will throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting into shreds.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2nd and 7. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a deep. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. It's Hill, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now, 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The kick by Sanders is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Being chased out left. They've got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 2nd quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. The gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
To his throw, complete there to Smith. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Braxton Berrios, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. There he goes left side. And this is brought all the way back. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Stand by. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Achane. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. And oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mahomes firing complete. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver Brown. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes to throw once more. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run here with Pacheco. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Hunt. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3. but could not get the ball over the chalk. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action, now it's Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tua with a throw brought in by Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Come on, guys, let's go. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down. Get to the 4th quarter.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. On second down, it's Nix. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2nd down and 3. Again, it's Achane. And some room to work. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one, and leads to a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Nix to the air. He completes this to Sutton. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Nix. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Sutton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 22. Williams. is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Up the middle, Achane. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A run straight ahead with Achane. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Breaks through the contact. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here now, 2nd and 4. And they'll give this to Achane. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action with Nix. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Here's Achane. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. On play action, here's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane, 45 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They give it to Williams, running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Nix. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball. These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins